Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Your hair's changed a little.
I have to play the part here.
Okay.
My name is Paul Luna, and you're tuned into FMB Lunacy. I am here today with food journalist, critic, and writer John Kessler. Tell us about yourself.
My name is John Kessler. What can I say? It's been a long career. I started out as a cook, got into journalism, and have reviewed restaurants and written food stories about chefs and producers. I spent most of my career in Atlanta, where I had the pleasure of reviewing some of your restaurants. And right now I'm living in Chicago and still doing some writing. Yeah.
Is there a book in the making coming up?
There is. I am working on a couple right now. One is a book with The Giving Kitchen, which is a organization that is Atlanta-based, a nonprofit that helps people in the restaurant industry when they're facing health crises. And I have been, during the pandemic, I have been tinkering around with some of my own cooking and trying to turn that into a collection of essays.
As a food critic, was your life ever threatened?
Kind of indirectly once. When it was a long time ago when I started in Denver, and there was a chef. I was very young then. I was writing for an alternative news weekly, and I did not hold back my opinions. I said if this restaurant ever gets an award for cooking, it would be a golden stomach pump. And the chef apparently made some very threatening comments about me. And then later on, this man was actually arrested for trying to hire a hitman, not to go after me, but to go after someone else. So I think I dodged that bullet.
What is the job of a food critic in today's pandemic or in today's world?
I think about that a lot, and it's interesting. There's a rupture. Food critics all over this country and all over the world, I believe, are stepping back from their intended roles as consumer advocates, and they are instead writing about the people working in the restaurant industry and trying to help support the restaurants. So they've gone from being critics to being cheerleaders in a way. Generally writing about good experiences only and trying to motivate interest in restaurants, whether they are, takeout only or whether they have outdoor seating or indoor seating, however it's working. But I feel that's a shame. It's important now, but I always feel that the relationship between a critic and a restaurant community is important because the critic says things that other people won't. So it's important I think it's important for a critic or someone with a strong voice to help make to help put some a framework out there for discussing the restaurant and for discussing what's good and what isn't.
Do you think readers take the opinions of food critics too seriously or not seriously enough?
I think they used to more. It's very diluted now. I think, when I was first at the Atlanta Journal and Constitution, my words carried more weight because there weren't so many people online giving their opinions. But now it's, with all the different venues, the Instagram influencers and the, quote unquote, critics on Yelp and other, collection sites like that, I think you're seeing, people are looking, they're working within their own tribe and looking for voices they respect. So I don't think they take it too seriously. I think the chefs do, though, and I think chefs miss having, chefs hate critics, but chefs love critics too. I don't know how you felt, but
well, no, I have to tell you, as a chef, I always cooked for myself, not for customers. Obviously, I had that reputation, or for food critics.
Right.
So what's your take on that?
I think an insightful critic will see that and applaud you for it. I think I do remember that about you, that you, you had a way of cooking that was your palate. And that was your sense of portion and proportion and how flavors, what ingredients to use and what a price point should be. And I think you were very challenging that way. And I think it was, it was wonderful to see. I think there are a lot of chefs that are very derivative because they think that's what the customers want or that's what the critics want. But I think, when you see somebody who has a strong voice, that's what makes, dining out fun.